Okay, 4th year, 5th and 6th year, just a very, very bad camera video because I don't know why did that just do that. I do beg your pardon. Let's go back to all teams. Sorry about that, folks. And I will drag down to my 5th year class, my lovely 5th year class. And 6th year. Sorry, 6 years, forgot about you. Right, so here we have 5C. I called them 5th year because they're labelled as 5C. So I click on 5C. And this is just a video to show you how to use the practice papers that we're setting up in Class Notebook. So I go up to Class Notebook and click here. And depending on how your Class Notebook is set up, what I have to do is click here to get everyone in the class. I'm not quite sure how you do that to get this particular function. I'm not quite sure if you see everybody in your class or you just see teacher only, content library and then just your name. I really don't know that, but as you can see I've got my class in front of me, so we'll just go with Adam. And what I have done for my class tomorrow is set up a menu with practice papers. Yep, see, practice papers, so you click on that. 4th year you have got that too. Obviously your practice papers are slightly different. So you can see here I've got a modified version of the 2014 hire to practice. Now what I'm going to have to do to get that to full screen is just scroll down here. So my phone will go down slightly and I'll scroll down. And it should now go to full screen. Has it went to full screen? It possibly has, and probably need to scroll down a bit more. It has. Okay, so there are two ways in which you can enter your answers. You can either double click anywhere on the page and a text box will appear for you to enter your answer, etc. I know that's not the answer, that's just gobbledygook. Well, that's not actually gobbledygook, it's HK. So you can do that and click off. Before you actually do that, one thing I forgot to show you was, I've got a little mention from 2G, assignments and teams. So I forgot to mention that in order to get this play button working, what you might have to do is just sort of click on the speaker icon like so, yeah, and then the play button will work. Now, there's actually an interesting feature that I've just found. You'll see there is a draw function here, draw view audio, yeah, because I'm going to show you how you can draw in your answers using the pencil tool in a minute. And for example, if it's a tick box question, you can just tick the answer rather than double click and enter the text box. But interestingly enough, that is going to disappear in a minute, and I've spent the past half hour working out why it's disappeared. So it's all to do with playing the audio. So for example, I showed you how to play that audio by just clicking in the box, waiting for the play button to appear, and then clicking play.
Question 1. This question features orchestral music.
Now, I'm not quite sure if you listen to the whole question this happens, because that draw button can disappear. And if it does disappear, so I'm going to hit pause, right, it's still there, and if I click off, it disappears. So if that ever happens, because you may want to use the draw function and you can't find draw, all you've got to do is that, and there's draw. In case that does happen to you, you now know if you don't have the draw button, what's happened, because you want that draw button. Because as I say now, what I'm going to do now is scroll down and find a tick box question. Right, there's one about now. There, it's there. So if you would rather not, I mean, you could, for example, you don't have to tick the box. You could, for example, just double click and write the correct answer beside the correct answer. But if you did want to tick the box or use a pencil function for something like writing in notes, etc., you can go to draw, right? And you can choose the size of line that you want. So obviously with music you probably want a thin line. I'll just tick a box just now. You can choose the colour of pen, etc. Obviously let's just try and choose black pen. I think that's already on black. I'll just click on just in case. And if you did want to just tick the box, you could tick the box like so. There you go. Okay. Now the great thing about doing it this, as you can see, you'll just need to work around with it. As long as you know how to play, I'm just going to show you one more play button because that's obviously the most important thing for 4th, 5th and 6th year, right? So here we go, here's question 6, and you just click somewhere here, not working, so I click here, still not working, great, click here, give me a second, click, and it's just taking time to load up. Because I scroll down quickly, what's actually happening is that the audio is taking time to load. He says, I know why, I'm sorry, I am still on the draw button. See that? So still on the draw button, so I didn't click on the mouse. See, all these things I'm learning. And now, there you go, now the play button is there. I'm quite happy I actually made that mistake, he says, trying to cover his tracks. But then if you did that, you know where you're going wrong. So now, of course, if I click about here, yeah, the play button appears. So as long as you know how to do that, and as long as you know how to double click and enter a text box, and as long as you know how to use the draw function, guess what, that's all you have to do, because everything is saved automatically and all of your teachers can see your work, mark it, enter grades, etc., marking it in the same way that you've put text on here. We can enter text on here, and that is how you use the class notebook function for doing practice papers. Thank you very much.